G'day everyone, it's Curtis here and welcome to an On The Back Wheel video. Today I'm going to give you my top 5 budget adventure bike picks for 2024. Now there are a fair few new options available this year. I'm going to split them up into different categories, which are lightweight, small capacity, mid to large capacity, and then a premium budget option, which is still cheap. And then we got some wildcards and honorable mentions. For the purposes of clarity, this list is focused on bikes that are designed from the factory for adventure bike riding. If you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It really helps grow the channel and helps me get more opportunities and ultimately put out more free content for you. All right, let's get stuck in. First is my lightweight choice, the Honda CRF 300 Rally. I chose this bike last year. It hasn't been updated at all, but that isn't a bad thing. The price in Australia is $10,500 right away, which I think is a fair price for a really good base with great reliability. With some minor mods, the 300 truly is one of the most capable off-road adventure bikes out there. It is certainly no powerhouse, but smooth. It has a 6-speed transmission with a relatively short first gear, which is good for slow off-road riding, and a pretty tall 6th gear for highway use. The wet weight is 152 kilograms, so when you drop it, inevitably in the middle of nowhere, you'll still be able to pick it up. It isn't perfect. It could definitely use some more power and benefits from a pipe and tune. The suspension is very soft and needs work. Thankfully, that is a relatively easy fix. Next up are my small capacity bikes, and we have a tie. I have chosen the Royal Enfield Himalayan 450 and CF Moto 450 MT. Let's start off with the Royal Enfield 450. They've basically taken everything they learned from the original Himalayan and made it better. We've got a new motor making more power throughout the whole rev range, much better shower suspension, plenty of luggage space, tons of accessories, and they've retained that simplicity. It's a real do-it-all bike, this one, and pretty manageable off-road. Then we've got the CF Moto 450 MT. This bike has been all over the news cycle for a long time. It's the bike a lot of people have wanted for a long time. It's got a twin-cylinder motor, decent KYB suspension, adjustable seat height, 21-inch front wheel, 18-inch rear, switchable ABS. It's got it all. The only thing letting it down is the weight. It's coming in at about 200 kilograms, ready to ride, which some people aren't happy about. But for the price, you can't have it all. Speaking of price, these two are stupid value for money. The Royal Enfield is $8,990 right away, and the CF Moto is $9,490 right away. That is stupid value for money. These two are really raising the bar in terms of value. Next, let's jump to the mid to large capacity bikes, and I've also chosen another new bike, the Benelli Trek 702X. For those who haven't heard of this bike, we've got a 19-inch front wheel, 17-inch rear, 698cc twin-cylinder motor pumping out roughly 70 horsepower, 6-speed gearbox, 218 kilograms dry weight, so it's going to be about 230 kilograms with a full tank. A tank is 20 liters, so it should get very good range. I'd consider this to be more of a long distance gravel and basic dirt road bike. Benelli has forged itself a very good reputation for reliability, and the value is undeniable. It's $13,590 right away. That's cracking value, guys, for a relatively big bike. My last choice is the more premium budget option. Yep, that's a weird play on words. The CF Moto 800 MT. It now comes in two options. We've got the Touring and the Explore. The Touring is great value. It's $14,990, and the Explore is a bit more expensive at $16,990. Both of those are right away prices. It has the same 95 horsepower motor as the KM790, which is a fun motor. CF Moto manufactures that now. But the rest of the bike is completely different. You're getting a ton of features, including multiple riding modes, TFT dash, that is Bluetooth, cruise control, crash bars, fog lights, an adjustable screen, adjustable suspension, heated grips, heated seat, and a quick shifter. The Explore is basically the Touring with a tech pack and better tires. So it has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, traction control, a radar system, no thank you. 6 riding modes, switchable ABS, so it's even more kitted out. On the street, the CF Moto is no slouch. The motor is really nice and I like all the technology it has. My only issue here is the KTM motor. It doesn't have the best reputation for reliability, so make sure you do your research before you buy. Now time for some wildcards and honorable mentions. If you're going to be doing hard adventure riding that is nearly all off-road with some hard tracks, your best bet is still to modify a dual sport. The best budget options are the CRF 300L, Kawasaki KLX 300, and Suzuki DR 400. They are all lightweight and there's plenty of mods out there for them. They are all crap on the highway though, and the 300s are underpowered, but they're reliable and so much more capable than the bigger adventure bikes. My issues with these are the previous problems I mentioned, plus for adventure bike riding, do you really need a bike like this, and do you want to sacrifice that road and touring ability? I mean, most adventure bike rides you can easily do on a bigger bike, so that's something you need to consider. Now some honorable mentions that I have to bring up: the Kawasaki KLR 650 and Suzuki DR 650. The KLR is a bit heavy, but it's a very good all-rounder and gets the job done. Plus, it's well priced. The Suzuki DR 650 is more off-road capable, a very good all-rounder, guys, reliable as a hammer, and it's very modifiable and simple. You've got to include the classics, right? So there you have it. Those are my budget adventure bike picks for 2024. Are there any other bikes you would consider, or did you agree with the bikes I've put in? Make sure you put a comment down below, hit that subscribe button, and keep it on the back wheel. Catches.